These guys will cold call and make money on call number one 22% of the time. It's unreal. Cold calling is still the quickest way to test a business idea and get money. My dad had a very successful business in the 90s selling to dentists and doctors via cold call. While I talk about cold email a lot, and I've had a lot of success with cold email, I've also done a lot of cold calling. When I worked at a startup in New York, I did cold calling nonstop for 6 months straight, hitting the phones every single day. And I've done a lot of cold call testing, but I haven't talked about it on this channel as much. So in today's video, I want to talk about an experiment that I ran in partnership with Div Sharma, who helps run marketing for X27 and the Alex Berman type of content that we do. There's a picture of him. What a guy. And that experiment is selling walnuts in India. You might say, what? That's kind of random. What are you doing? Selling walnuts in India? What does that even mean? Well, an idea that I've been kicking around for a long time is the idea that you walk into a grocery store and they have all the basics. They always have some kind of mixed nut. They always have dried fruit. There's always a toilet paper brand or several there. So my idea, and I still fully believe this, you'll see in this test, we actually broke even on this test, which is sick. And there's a lot of opportunity here to grow and expand. We actually made sales. But the theory going in was there are so many walnut companies. Why not our walnuts too? Just by making them a little higher quality. And the reason why we chose to go after India is because Div is in India, and also because the hourly rate was a lot cheaper for a cold caller. So I figure we're gonna do a cold calling test. Haven't done a cold calling test before. Let's keep the price as low as possible. And I'll let you know the results at the end of this video on what we spent and how much we made. So here's the cold calling script that we went over. It's several pages long, and it goes through a framework of squeezing the people down. So you start with 20 cases, then you go to 1 case, then you go to 6 bags of walnuts, and then 1 bag of walnuts. And if you want this full cold calling script, click the link down below. You can have everything we talk about in this video, and I'll go over in more detail what's included in that link in a second. So here's the script that he went through. We hired the cold caller on Upwork using this exact job posting, which you can also get if you click the link down below. We hired him to call grocery stores in India. We built the list of leads, also using Upwork. And so we came up with a large list of grocery stores in India. We ended up hiring this specific freelancer. If you want his exact name, again, click the link below, you can have it. I'll even send you a link to his Upwork profile. So we hired this guy. This guy ran the script. He did 9 calls on his first try and made 2 sales. He provided us with full recordings of all these calls.
Hello, Sugha, Anant Mehta से बात हो रही है? Hello. Anant Mehta से बात हो रही है?
This guy also translated all of our scripts into whatever the local languages that they spoke there. They speak several different local languages, and he spoke all of them, which is amazing. At least he told me he did. That might be gibberish, I have no idea. But it seems like she's responding. I'm saying that might be gibberish because it's like, I don't speak the language. So it's very hard. Actually, I learned this as a sales trainer while listening to these calls. And you can have all these calls, just click the link down below. You can judge when a call goes good or bad, even in another language. You can kind of feel when they're not into a pitch. And I actually learned a lot about sales training from listening to these calls.
Hello, hello, Angel Fields.
हाँ जी.
Good morning, good afternoon, मैम. मैं शिवम बात कर रहा हूँ रेड डायमंड वॉलनट से.
Tell me.
रिगार्डिंग मैम वॉलनट्स अपने मैम स्टोर्स है अपना कोई?
जी ये स्टोर बच्चों का है, बच्चों की ड्रेसेस का है.
ओके, बच्चों की ड्रेसेस का है क्या?
हाँ जी.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So that was in another language, and you can see that was a negative. And that was one that did not go through. So he's running these, he's calling these stores in India, he's cold calling them. He called 9, he made 2 sales. And then he sent me these order forms, which is the shipping address, the things he required, 1 bag of walnuts at 320 rupees. And then the second order here, shipping address, 1 bag of walnuts, 320 rupees. Later, he did another batch of calls and sold a third. You can have everything that we talked about. You can basically use this business to make money via cold call. If you click the link down below, it's a paid offer. It's $97, and it includes all the Upwork job posts we used for lead generation and hiring this caller that you can use to hire a caller for any sort of business, any sort of lead gen business, outsource all sorts of leads, find whatever you want using these scripts. These are the exact scripts we've used dozens and dozens of times to make revenue. You'll also get the exact cold calling script that converts at 22% on call number 1. These guys will cold call and make money on call number 1 22% of the time. It's unreal. You'll also get the recordings of every call our freelancer had when making these cold calls to India. You'll get his exact name if you want to hire him to do Indian cold calling at all, and the exact scripts we used to find him so you can find people like him in America or anywhere. Also, the scripts are in English, so you can use them in America easily. The main thing to look for in this script is our 22% converting call strategy, where we start people high and then get them to the lowest price where they'll buy. There's a strong reason it converts at 22%, and I very much recommend, if you do anything in sales, checking this out. Click the link below to get that. What were the results of the campaign? So we had him work for 3 hours total. He was $5 an hour. So we spent $25 total, 10 on the lead generation, $15 on the cold calling. And how much did we make? Well, he sold 3 bags of walnuts and we made $14.50 total, meaning we almost broke even. Let me talk about the takeaways here, because it looks like we lost money. We spent $25, we made $14.50. These bags of walnuts are lead generators for us. We've proven that grocery stores will buy a bag of walnuts from us at 22% conversion from a single phone call, which means all we need to do is either double the price of the walnuts and see if conversion goes down. If it doesn't, we make money, or remove the lower tier totally and only have the sales guy sell multiple bags, 6, 7, 8 bags of walnuts to start instead of the single trial. And I wish I spoke Hindi or the languages that he's speaking in here, because then I could be a better judge. Next time I'm going to try this experiment in America, and I'll show you everything that went into that. My theory is he had it in his mind that people were going to buy the lowest offer, so subconsciously he was pushing for that one the whole time. And you could hear it in his voice where during the closes on the final bag, he is a lot more aggressive and actually closes the deal. So those are the changes I would make next time. The other thing is, now we have this framework for selling via cold call. So the next test is to test it at X27. Let's see if we can sell a $1,000 marketing review, $2,000 marketing review using the same strategy on call number 1. Why does it have to be a $5 bag of walnuts? I have the sales trainer hired and we're running this test already at X27, so I'll tell you how it goes. If this works, it's amazing. And the reason why it is because anytime you break even on call number 1, you can make unlimited amounts of money. For instance, let's say this guy's $5 an hour and he makes $5 an hour. So we're breaking even. We could spend $20,000 and make $20,000. But even if we raise the price of walnuts by $1, so from $5 to $6, for instance, now we're paying a guy $5 an hour. He's making us $6 an hour. So we make $1 for every hour this guy works. If he works 10,000 hours, we make $10,000. And that is key. That's unlimited money. He works 1,000,000 hours and he makes us $1 million. All we have to do is tweak the numbers, put a 0 behind all of the prices. Let's see if we can sell for $50 on call number 1 or $500 on call number 1. There's so much potential here, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. If you want the outline of all this stuff, check it out in the description below. I'd love to share all of the detailed info so that you can run this business yourself and start making money by hiring cold callers off of Upwork. It's a dream come true. I'm super pumped with the early results that we're seeing from X27 as well, and I can't wait to share those as soon as we're a little bit further along. You've heard that it's important to test your cold email subject lines to get an 80% open rate. And we've been able to achieve that pretty consistently for our clients selling into the top companies, billion-dollar brands. So how do we do that? The trick is to test a new subject line every 10 emails. The hardest part for us was coming up with these subject lines. But lucky for you, we have 50 plus subject lines in a Google Doc that you can test with your cold email campaigns. And best part, you can have that for free. To get this list of 50 plus email subject lines, go over to experiment27.com/subject. Again, that's experiment27.com/subject. Subscribe if you haven't already for videos. We do sales training, 3 videos a week, and like this content. Ask questions if you have any down below. And if you've done cold calling before, let me know how it goes. I'm trying to prove in my mind and to others that cold calling's not dead and that you can still generate money, decent money quickly with cold calling. So let me know down in the comments. I'm Alex Berman. Thanks for watching.